Good morning, fifth graders. Maybe some of you heard that yesterday was Earth Day, but we can celebrate Earth Day all week. And in fact, we have been doing some activities in ELA that require us to think about different ways to protect our planet. Today, we're going to think of another issue that affects some animals that live in Florida and in the waters off the coast of Florida, and those are called manatees. Today you're going to be reading an article in Scholastic News, and then you're going to be thinking about an opinion that you might have about those animals and doing a little bit of writing. So I want to show you how to do this assignment and give you some tips for success, okay? All right, so you're going to head into Seesaw this morning, which you're already here if you're watching this video. And by the way, congratulations. Thank you for watching the video. You'll make your own life much easier because in the videos I explain the assignments. So thank you for watching. You're going to head over to Scholastic News and you'll find the link right here. Go to this link. I like to open the link in a new tab because then I can have my work open over here and I can have my Scholastic News open over here. You'll click Login. I am a student. And again, this should be pretty familiar. We did the same thing the other day. Our classroom password is tagcrow4. Sign in. And now this is the part where you have to pay attention. The article that we're going to be reading is in last week's issue of Scholastic News. There's already a new issue out. So we don't want the current issue this week. We're going to scroll down to where it says recent issues, and it is the issue that we worked in last week, Can Kids Save the Planet? Just go ahead and click on that. Once you're in, you can choose to open presentation view and choose English or Spanish. And then you're going to be looking for the article, Should We Be Allowed to Swim with Manatees? It's towards the end. There we go. It's this half page, whoopsie daisy. Try again. It's this half page article right here. So it's not incredibly long, but it is going to be really important for you to read this carefully so that you can form an opinion, okay? The really cool thing about this is there are some things that you can click on within this page after you've read about manatees. So click here to see what's being done to protect the manatees. You can click that and there's a little video for you to watch. I'll let you watch it on your own. Down here you can vote about what your opinion might be. And this one is actually the debate skill builder is what you're going to be doing for your assignment today. Okay. So after you've read this, you've read what Miley thinks, you've read what Crosby thinks, you're going to go back to Seesaw. You'll notice I did put another video in here, so you can watch that. Then you're going to think about your opinion. Based on what you read, should people be allowed to swim with manatees or not? Why or why not? What do you think? Okay, you're going to click Add Response. And you're going to take a look at this skill builder. Okay, it says read the debate on page 7 of this week's issue about swimming with the manatees. Identify reasons that support each side. So there are two sides to this argument. Yes, I think that people should be able to swim with manatees, or no, people should not be able to swim with manatees. You'll want to make a text box, and remember that you can make these bigger or smaller. I would love it if you could make your text fit on the line. That would be great. So, yes, it's okay to swim with manatees. Well, let's go back and see what some reasons might be for wanting to swim with manatees. So, Miley says, yes, people should be able to swim with manatees because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Being up close can give people a new level of respect for these animals. That could encourage them to donate money to conservation groups working to save manatees. Miley says it wouldn't be allowed if it weren't safe. Swimmers just have to follow the rules. There's also other information up here in the actual text. Let's see. Some wildlife protection groups want swimmers to stay out of manatee territory. Well, that would not be an argument for why we should be able to. So I'm going to skim. Oh, here we go. Others point out that Florida has strict rules, like no touching or feeding the animals. Swimmers who break these rules can be fined or even arrested. Manatees are amazing, and any chance to observe them is special. So, all right, I have to think about what did I just read that would support the opinion that yes, we should be allowed to swim with manatees. Well, I know. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. And the place where we're swimming with manatees is the only place okay, you see that my text box got long here, so I'm going to fix it up, make my text smaller so that it fits right on the line within number 1, okay? All right, that's the first reason why I think it is okay to swim with manatees. You can find the other 2. Now, I also need to find reasons why it would not be okay to swim with manatees. So I'm going to go back to the text and see what I can find. Okay, so now I'm looking for evidence that would support an argument that no, people should not swim with manatees. So I remember reading up here where it says some wildlife protection groups want swimmers to stay out of manatee territory. Well, why? They argue that these once endangered creatures migrate to Florida to survive, not to entertain us. So that might be one reason. Manatees aren't coming to this river, the Crystal River in Florida, to entertain us. They're coming to this river so that they can survive. So I'm going to go back to my work. I'm going to add a text box over here. One reason is that manatees do not come to the Crystal River to entertain us. They go there to survive. Okay. Again, oh, my nose is really itchy today. There we go. Making my text box fit on the line. Look how neat my work is. Wonderful. All right. Once you have thought of and found 3 pieces of evidence from the text, this is not things that you're making up. It's from the text. For each side, you're going to move down to the bottom part, okay? Next, choose which side of the debate you agree with most. So what do you think? Do you think that people should be allowed to swim with manatees or not? Okay. Over here in the words to use, you're going to pick 4 words that you think are really strong words that will help people be convinced of your opinion. So let's see. I think no, that people should not be able to swim with manatees. And I think a really important word that stuck out to me in this article was endangered. They used to be endangered. And I think that's a really strong word that I'm going to want to use in my writing to make sure that I get my point across. Look at me. I can even make it nice and neat, slanty on the line. Very good. So you're going to try to think of 3 to 4 words from the article that are really strong words that you think you should use in your writing. Now down here, you are going to write a paragraph about your opinion. Now, 5th graders, a good paragraph always begins with what? A topic sentence or a main idea sentence. You got it. So your first sentence should be your opinion. I think that people should not, and I'm going to fix up my text box here and make it smaller, be allowed to swim with manatees in the crystal river. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful sentence. It's a good, complete thought. Starts with a capital letter, ends with a period. Love it, love it, love it. Definitely fifth grade looking material. All right. I'm going to make this smaller because otherwise it'll cover up my words over here. All right. The next thing I'm going to write about in my paragraph is undo, are the reasons why I think this. I'm going to remember. Go up here and tab. All right. Why do I think? What were some of my reasons? So I get to go back up here to the no side and think of some of my reasons. And oh my goodness, I'm going to remember to use my transition words. So my first reason, first, and guess what? If you did a nice job with your notes up here, the rest of this paragraph is going to write itself. It's going to be really easy. I can just kind of paraphrase, put into my own words, my reasons that I wrote at the top. So first, manatees do not go to the crystal river to entertain us. They go there in order to survive. Okay? So that's my first reason. You'll have 3 sentences for reasons, 3 reasons. So I'm going to leave some space. I'm going to pretend that I wrote 2 more reasons. And my last sentence is always a concluding sentence that kind of summarizes your main idea. I like to use transition words. For all of those reasons, I believe that people should not swim with, no, now I can't see it. Manatees. Okay? All right. So that's your job. I know that you guys can do this. We've been practicing writing a lot. Okay, we can all write a 5-sentence paragraph. When you get to middle school next year, your middle school teachers will hug you if you can do this well. Do your best. Can't wait to read them, guys. Happy Earth Day a day late.